Alright boys, our package has finally arrived. The very first parts of the Corvette are right here in this box. There's a very funny story behind this box right here. And I'm gonna tell you guys this story after I open it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is how dope. This is part number one. If you guys have already guessed it. Calisthenics pipe. Paired up. With catless downpipes. Yep, AFE and the catless, the pipe connectors. So this replaces the stock cats. So it's like a cat delete. And then we have the off-road X pipe. So catless downpipes, catless X pipe. Now that you know that we got an exhaust setup for the car, it's pretty much like a straight pipe. It's all I'm gonna be doing for now. I mean, like I said, we're not going crazy on the car yet. I already have like an exhaust in mind, like headers and muffler wise. Like I already know what exhaust I want for this car, but I'm not gonna do that until we start modifying it pretty crazy. Like I said, right now we're just taking it easy, doing some slight modifications, and like I said, there's a backstory behind these parts. So just gonna put these on for now, like just have the straight pipe exhaust for now with the stock mufflers, the stock active mufflers. I want to just rock that setup for a little bit until I actually get my exhaust and actually start modifying this thing like how we want to. So yes, got a catless X pipe, catless downpipes in this box. One more thing, or I think two more things. All right, boys. So we have the exhaust and we have a meth kit. And not only we have the meth kit, but we also have a smaller upper pulley. We have a Conk Performance 2.175 LT4 upper pulley. And if you guys know where this is going, you are correct. You definitely guessed it right. These are the parts from the previous owner. These are the parts that were on the car before the owner got rid of the car, pretty much traded it in. And now they're back in my possession. Now, okay, let me tell you guys the story. Let me tell you guys the backstory on why I have these parts. So when the previous owner traded in the car with this dealership and got his GTR, I don't know if he traded it or he sold it. I don't really remember. But when he did that, the car was still modified. I don't have the ECU, by the way, the stock ECU, the tuned ECU. I don't have the tuned ECU that it had on. I'll tell you guys why right now. But this car was sold, it was still modified, it had all these parts on there, and it was tuned, correct? So after I dropped my video of me talking to the previous owner, the sales manager that buys these cars for the dealership where I got the car from, I hope that made sense, not the dealership that the car was sold to, the dealership where I bought it from, the Milwaukee dealership. I guess this car was sold to auction at the dealership that it was traded into. They probably didn't want to return it back to stock, or they didn't want to sell it because it was modified, whatever. It ended up being an auction. The dealership where I got it from, the sales manager found this car. He didn't find any pictures. It didn't have any pictures. It just said it was a 3 LZ. It was Laguna Blue. It had 11,000 miles and it was manual. He knew it was a rare spec, and he got it for the dealership to sell. When they got the car in the dealership, they popped the hood, saw that it was modified, and they didn't want to sell it. But then they returned it back to stock, put a brand new ECU in it, stock tuned. They removed the exhaust, they removed the meth kit, they removed the pulley, they put everything back to stock. They just left the AFE intake on there and then put the car up for sale. I ended up buying the car, didn't know anything that was up with it. I didn't know the whole story behind it. Reached out to the previous owner. I put that video out, and then the manager saw the video, reached out to me, told me everything about the car, all my concerns gone, told me it was returned back to stock, blah, 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 blah. And after that, before we ended the conversation on the phone, he said, I still have all the parts at the dealership that we took off, and I want to give them to you. And here they are. I try to summarize the story real quick, but pretty much these are the previous owner's parts that were on the car. And the manager pretty much saw my video, told me he was a car guy himself, like huge car guy himself, and he was happy that I'm the one that ended up with this car. He saw that I made the videos, and you know, says that I'm pretty cool. So he was like, I want to send you these parts, like, let me ship them out to you. And come on, I'm not really gonna say no. Like, yeah, I really want long tube headers, and I'm gonna end up putting long tube headers, but like, come on, might as well add these mods back on real quick, just so I can have some content for you guys. Have her at least in the mid 600s in horsepower, and just the first round of mods. I mean, come on, how are you gonna say no to modifications? Like, come on, I really want it loud, so that's cool that I can have on right now. And then this meth kit. This is when I was talking to my boy Arbin about, I don't know if I like want the car to be meth dependent. Like, I kind of just want to use it as cooling, not like for fuel. So I don't know if I'm going to add this on right away. Probably last. I'm for sure going to add the pulley and the exhaust. And then I still got to find who I want to tune the car. But for sure I'm adding the smaller pulley and the exhaust right away, like right off the bat, the first time I go get anything installed. So we're gonna do that first, and then we'll see what I want to do with the meth kit. I'm definitely gonna put it on, because I mean, yeah, I might as well just put it on. And I don't want it to depend it on meth. I just wanted to have it as like an extra cooling modification, because when I get the heat exchanger, when I get an upgraded heat exchanger, I'll probably put this on as well. So she's gonna be exhaust and pulley for now. I did want to add a lower pulley too, but like I was talking to Arbin, probably gonna run out of my low side or high side or whatever he said, so we'll probably need to upgrade that. But just for right now, we'll start off with the pulley and exhaust. So yeah, guys, first round of mods are finally here. We're gonna rock this for right now, guys. Get the car at least modified for now, just so she can have some modifications. I don't want her completely bone stock while I, you know, figure out the whole exterior thing, because I still want to add the Z07 stuff. So like I said, guys, we're gonna add this stuff on first, and then we're gonna focus on the exterior. Then I gotta go get this thing, get a built motor, and then we'll go back to that, make it fast as hell. And yeah, but this is so dope, bro. Oh my gosh. First round of mods for the vet, boys. This is my first actual meet in the C7Z, so we're just cruising. I feel like these guys want to get some runs in, but maybe not right now. Deep, so yeah. What's good? How's the car? Oh yeah, hell yeah. Yeah?
New wheels.
New wheels? Looking clean, looking clean. The Jeep? Yeah, we was with everybody, man. We was rolling deep.
Y'all were every single person here?
All of them, except the vet in the back.
Damn.
Straight on that vet in the back. Exhibit that. Them cops are about to go get that guy. They all looking and shit.
Oh, it's another one.
Oh yeah. guys weigh on that?
Oh yeah, that's yeah, but that plate
That bitch dope as hell.
what's going on, y'all? I fucks with this gray.
Alright, that actually looks dope.
I fucks with that gray, and I'm fucking with the old girl in the passenger seat too.
Those look good. Only Camaro I like.
Guy went to jail that last weekend.
What?
And he out the slammer now.
What's the exhaust? Like stock numbers or what's the exhaust? You know, a stock exhaust?
It's all cooks at headers, X-pipe, and full drops. Cooks. Everything cooks.
Gotcha.
Trying to race.
Cam package. It sounds good.
You're just stock?
Yeah, I'm on stock, yeah.
Follow me, bro. You got Instagram?
Yeah, I'm trying to be stupid low-key.
Oh, yeah. Be chopping. It's real on big.
I was gonna tell him, you wanna race my shit?
Hey, Laguna Blue needs that ASAP.
Laguna Blue needs his ASAP. It made you turn away.
It just sound like
Jesus. Yeah, that's what headers and X-pipe. He's doing cat delete and
There's nothing about
X-pipe.
it.